Okay, we have covered the topics in day one, that are the introductions, what and why Ansible, history of Ansible, how Ansible works, Ansible architectures, and then installation of Ansible, and then the lab setup. So we have not covered the Ansible components. So today I'm going to cover it. Okay. So from section C, today we will start. So Ansible components. So as I told you that if any command is running in Ansible, then first of all it will go to the inventory file and it will check for the host, that is it there or not. If it is not there, then it will not go ahead. So if it is there, then you can proceed. So how inventory file look like, I will tell you. Okay. Let me launch the EC2 instance. I have already launched the EC2 instance yesterday. So now I will going to start the instances. Okay. So have to wait until to check is fast. It is now currently initializing. The status checks is now initializing. So, So that is a control node, okay, where Ansible package is installed. Yesterday I did it. So today, actually after installing the Ansible, it will automatically create the folder like etc Ansible. That is there. And this folder contains the Ansible configuration file host that I created yesterday. So that is Ansible configuration file host. That is the inventory file. Okay. So that is the inventory file, and the roles that will come. We will come it to later. So first of all, the inventory file is located in etc Ansible, and the inventory file contains these things. So all are hash out. So here it is defined how to define an inventory file. Okay. So if we see, we can simply define the server name here like that. Suppose green.example.com. I mean, whatever your host name, suppose you are having the host name green.example.com, that is the server name. Okay. And also you can define the IP here, server IP, whatever the IPs are there. I mean, interface, network interface IP is there. You can just enter it, the IP. And then in another way, you can define a collection of hosts belonging to the same group. I mean, web servers group, like we have formed here. I mean, web server groups, and under that group, the many servers are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 servers are there. So whenever we are we will run the Ansible Playbook or Ansible command. So we will just mention web server, so that the command will run in 4 servers, 4 below servers in a group. Okay. So in another way, you can run single also. Whenever you are running the Ansible Playbook or command, then you can just mention this host also for running to one server, and you can mention that server name, like that server name or that. Okay. And if you are running in a group, then you can define a group here, web servers, and then you can just run it to the web server. It will run for all the servers that are listing inside the web servers group. Okay. So in that way, you also can define what it means.
Yeah, I have a question, please.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me.
So to be a little bit more specific, right? It
Yeah,
means in the master node or the control nodes, right?
yeah.
Under the etc/host, right?
etc/ansible/
Okay, etc/ansible/host, right?
yeah,
This is the file where you come and you define this is the file where you come and then you define all the nodes that the control machine is managing, right?
yeah,
For example, if it is web servers, if it is application server, if it is database server, so all these things are being defined here in the etc
inventory
slash
file.
ansible slash host, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So here you can define the server name. My server name is suppose my server name is abcd.com. So it can be defined uh, here, like host name abcd.com. Otherwise, you can make a group. Suppose I want to make a group of web server. So web group I can form, and then I can enter here abcd.com, like efg.com, in such a way. Okay. In a listing way, we can define, and we can run it in a group. as well as we can run standalone, I mean singly.
Okay.
And what it means? It means that www.001.example.com and so on till
Are those considered to be different web servers on the host?
Yes, I believe so.
In a group. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so it's a basically 001, that colon means 001, 002 and 003, 004 till 006. Okay, so there are 6 servers. Okay, 6 servers in one line we can define.
Okay.
So you can run any of them, or you can form a group. Okay, suppose wave 1, I have defined the group, and then you can enter here. So that means we are having a group wave 1 consisting of 6 servers, like www.001.example.com, 002.example.com, 3.example.com till 6. Okay, so 6 servers should be there. So here the notation will be like that. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I think I get that. So depending on what you're working on, you can either decide to work just in one target, or you list all the targets that you want to work on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here it can be defined like that. Here, like previous one, I have shown DB-99 to 1001. And here, how many servers are there? Tell me.
9. No, we have about three servers. Yeah.
So 3 servers are defined in one line. So here, Ansible inventory files are simply text files which describe your servers. Location of inventory file is etc Ansible host by default. You can make your own inventory file, and it can be defined in Ansible configuration file. That I will come later. Okay, I will tell you in the next slide will be defined, next 2 slides. So some syntax of defining Ansible server inventory files is like that. I have already showed you here the previously. Here 3 servers are there, A, B, C. Okay, A colon C means A, B, C, 3 servers. Here 1, 2, 3 servers also. Okay. So now Ansible configuration file. Ansible configuration file is located in etc Ansible, ansible.cft. So you guys are using VI. Are you comfortable with using VI editor?
Oh yeah. For me, I am.
So
Yeah.
So why you are using Visual Studio instead of VI editor to run the Ansible? I mean, why you want to use? I just want to know that.
No, see, what I was saying is that most of the jobs that you see, right, you will find most of the jobs that you find in the market today, they are mostly running on .NET products, right? And then those .NET products, the codes are mostly in a Visual Studio.
Okay.
Yeah, so that one is like, I know it's a Microsoft product, but most of the things, like in most of the companies, I say like that. So knowing Visual Studio is a plus. But you know, VI Editor is mostly for Linux, right?
You can have the dash shell, and then you can run it from there also.
That Visual Studio, that should be Azure, right?
Yeah, it's Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft Azure. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So you can use VI Editor as well as some Visual Studio, not an issue. just need to install the Ansible plugin on that. We'll show you in the later part. Okay, so Ansible configuration file. So by default, Ansible configuration file defines something. Something means, so here is the default configuration. That is, inventory file location is etc Ansible host. So in the previous slide, I told you that we can make our own inventory file, and it can be defined in Ansible configuration file. So if you don't want the inventory file location is etc Ansible host, and if you are having the extra, if you are you want to have the inventory file inside your home directory like /home/Andreas, okay, in your file /home/Andreas/hosts, okay, under that you want my inventory file should be defined here. So you can define here. You need to define that here, like inventory equals to /home/Andreas/host. So if you define here, then default inventory file will be changed from etc Ansible host to your home directory file, home directory that you have defined /home/Andreas/host. Understand? So you can create your own inventory file. You can define your own inventory file, and that should be defined here. And library, that you need not to change. The library is all the modules contained here, and that all are not needed. Sudo users, that should be root, ask sudo password true, ask password true. So what you can change, I'll tell you again. Here gather timeout. That means that whenever Ansible Playbook or command is running, first of all, what it will do, suppose you are running from your Ansible server, a Playbook, if you are running Ansible command from your server, so it will go to the destination host and it will gather some fact from there. Okay, so gather some fact from there, and after that it will push whatever you whatever operation you want to that destination server. So for that gathering timeout should be 10. If 10 seconds, within 10 seconds it cannot gather, or it is not able to connect with the destination server, then it will time out. So it is simply defined here. By default it is 10. And roles path. So roles path is under etc Ansible roles that I have showed you already. Under etc Ansible roles folder is there. Under that roles you can create your role. Role is a new, role is a chapter that will come later. Okay. So you can define just here your own role path, okay, like inventory file. And host key checking false. And SSH timeout, also you can define it. By default it is there, so you need not to change that things also. Log, var log ansible.log, whatever you are running, whatever error you are getting, playbook is successfully run or not, all the things, all the logs should be go in the var log ansible.log. vault password file. Vault is a new chapter, so I will tell you what vault will do in the next lectures. So it's a by default its location is path to vault password file. Just this you can just remember that all the things has defined here in the Ansible configuration file. Like HTTP for an HTTP web servers, what is the configuration file? etc http http.connect. So like that, here all the configuration should be here, ansible.cmg. So whatever we need, we just make changes here. Okay, all the things, maximum things are remaining same. So by default it is the Ansible. I don't think that you want to change the log file location and all. I mean SSH timeout, because it is by default, so you need not to change all the things. You need not to take care. Just whatever required to do your work or do your to complete your code or something, you can just make a change on that. Debug level you need not to change or read about that. All the settings change whatever. So that is all about Ansible configuration file. So now come to the variable part. So variable, I will tell you. Before that, I have to cover the how to run the Ansible command. Okay, Ansible modules and Ansible command. Then I will come to the variable. Okay, these two slides I will skip. I will come it to later. So Ansible modules. So basically, whenever you are writing the Ansible code, Ansible code is in the YML format. So you have to make the YML file like playbook .yml. So you need to maintain the YML format. So I will come to that part, how to write the YML. So just want to tell you that Ansible file should be Ansible playbook file should be .yml or .yaml format. That is yet another markup language. So what YML contains? Basically, Ansible will all the things that we will go by Ansible modules. Okay, there are thousands of modules are there in Ansible. So every module has its own operations. So basically, Ansible module is nothing but a code written in Python. Okay, so Ansible modules is written in Python code, Python language. So we need to just define the module or mention the module inside the playbook, and it will do the work as per code written inside the module. So Ansible server, the machine where Ansible is installed, from which all the tasks and playbook will be run. Module, basically a module is a command or set of similar command meant to be executed the client side. It's a simply command like copy. Copy is a module in Ansible. So we just need to mention the copy modules with the parameters. Okay, and we need to just make sure the what we are going to, suppose I'm going to copy a file to copy copy a file from one location to another location. Okay, so we just need to define the copy module inside the playbook, and then parameters, source file, source location, and the destination location. Okay, just we need to define that inside the playbook, and in the back end what it will do, the copy module will call the Python codes that is already defined. Okay, inside the copy module Python code is there. So as per the code it will do the operations. So like copy modules, Ansible are having the thousands of modules, and now also it is developing after upgrading the Ansible. I mean, whatever modules we are having in Ansible 2.4, and now we are using 2.9. So 5 releases are there. So there are 100 or 200 modules, new modules has been developed, I think. So every the day by day it is developing. So modules are adding. So now it's become above thousands modules. So every time. Yeah.
I have a question, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that the the training is going on, but there are some, I know, like for the pastor who is doing it for the first times. The pastor is hearing me.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Yeah, like all those especially when it comes to Ansible, all those Yeman, when this thing that he's saying, and all those things like using Python, those
Yeah.
yeah, those things. And then when they talk of, because there's no interview that will go, you not see models, tags, rows, and facts.
Okay.
Yeah, so most of those things, and then they ask sometimes like Ansible is written like in which language and all the rest.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you can pay a little bit more emphasis on those things, because I know we studying it, but also you prepare also like to take an interview, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it will really help. Then I just want to ask, like you were saying, is it like, I know you've been doing this for quite a long time. Is there a format really like an easy way to write like a playbook? I know that we use it mostly for automations. Thank you.
Okay. So you are having any queries regarding that? I mean, whatever we covered. I mean,
Just curious, right? I'm just curious, not really a query. But in the workplace, I work on it every day, but these ones are written mostly by developers, you know.
okay. So now, what is your confusion? I mean,
Like, it's always something to know, right? Like, I know we're not getting there, but is there like an easy way that you can come out like writing a playbook without really like, and you don't see it like a difficult task before you? That's just what I want to know.
no, for playbook writing, I will come into later. So you also can write the playbooks and all, whatever
Okay,
modules you
okay,
are using. So I
okay.
will set up the lab. I mean, I will show you in the lab. And better the thing that you configured yourself. I mean, you configured the lab in yourself own. I mean, in AWS, so that whatever I cover day by day, you can just practice it and then you can take it away, I think. Okay. So previously you have written any playbook in Ansible?
Yeah, we've written a playbook, you know, written a playbook like installing an application. Yeah, I work with playbooks every day, like they are installing applications, like mostly trading applications and all the rest, but I haven't written it, but it is self-explanatory. Like when I see the code, I understand like what actually the code is doing, all those variables, dictionaries, all those definitions.
That you know.
I know, but not really. I cannot write it from scratch.
Okay. So basically Ansible modules, whatever we are studying, the Ansible module is defined. Okay. Inside that modules, the Python code is there. So if you know the Python code, then you can write your own custom modules as well. Okay. So you can make your own modules by writing a Python code, that is .py file, and then you can do that in such a way. And otherwise you can use the Ansible modules that is defined, thousands of there. So it is not easy to remember the thousands of modules in your memory. I don't think anyone can remember thousands of modules and thousands under the thousands of modules. many of the parameters are there under that. It's not easy to remember. So for that, Ansible having the documentations. Yeah, have you used the Ansible Docs website? Under that website, you can get anything. It's a very good documentation. So here it is the site docs.ansible.com. It's developed by Red Hat. So have you opened that website before?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't tried as well. I haven't.
Okay. So here you can get all the latest information. The Ansible package is 2.9, and suppose you want to search a module, you can get here copy. Search by copy. Here. Here you can get all the module details. So like that you can get all the modules here. Okay. And all the explanations is there. It's a very good documentation. If you follow that, then that will develop you also. Develop you very good.
Man, this thing, it has everything.
Yeah. With examples, with
It looks really good.
Yeah, it's very good. But before that, I will tell you all the, how to, what is the notations in Playbook and how to write the parameters. Then it will be more easy for you, and you can find anything from here. Okay. So you can search in Google the Ansible Docs, and then go to the docs.ansible.com. That is very good documentation. It's really good documentation. So every time I need help in my project, then I also search for that. Okay, so now come to the module. A module is a command or set of similar commands meant to execute it on the client side. And a task is a section that consists of a single procedure to be completed. So I will define all the things and will come. Role, a way of organizing tasks, related files to be later called in Playbook. So role will be called inside the Playbook. Okay. Why we are using role or making role? Suppose we are having, assume that we are having three tasks. Okay. So 3 tasks. What are the tasks? Suppose to install the Java application suppose you want to install the Java applications in your in some servers. Okay, simply. And other requirement is, suppose you want the Java. Suppose in one server Java software is there. Okay, so you don't want to update the Java. Okay, so these two scenario consider. One, you need to install the Java in one machine. You don't have the Java software or package, and in one machine, you want to install the Java, and in another machine that you don't want to update the Java. These two tasks you have to confirm. So if you write a role like Java, install the Java, and other to not update the Java, while patching or while updating, not update the Java. So you can write two roles. So you cannot use the two role at the same times. In one server's requirement is different, in another server requirement is different. So if you define the role, then you can call one by one. Suppose you have written a playbook. Inside that you are calling the Java installation role, and in another playbook you can call the Java not to update whatever role you have written. Okay. So I will be more clear while showing you the examples. Maybe it is not clear to you. Okay. So in part of role, I will tell you the advantage of using role. So fact, information fetched from the client system from global variables with the gather fact operations. What is gather fact? I will tell you. What is the IP? So to run Ansible command, we need to define it in the inventory file. So I will define here. Okay, and let me check what I have configured yesterday. SSH can go there. So Ansible here -m means the module. Okay, I'm defining in a one line Ansible and then the server name, that is destination server name or managed host name, and then -m means the module, and then setup. We are using setup modules. So what it module do, I'll tell you. It will gather facts from the destination server. These are the facts it is gathering. Okay, all the things, all the informations about the destination server, it is gathering in a YML format. Sorry, it's a JSON format, not YML format. It's a JSON format. See here, you can understand. It's a parameters are there, Ansible host name that is managed like that. Okay, so all the informations about the destination server it will gather using setup modules.